come away with a win from Illustrated. Talk me through how you kind of felt about the game.
Yeah, I mean, tough battle from start to finish, you know. It's not easy to play against Cairns. They play a little bit unorthodox, how they play and how they create advantages, and then they got one of the best players in the league, and he was great tonight also. But you know, it comes down to the small details. We won the rebounding battle tonight, which was big, and no, just details. We were able to execute down the stretch, get necessary buckets, and take the road win. It's not easy to win on the road in this league, and really good win for us.
You mentioned the rebounding battle. Obviously, Taipans rolled out with two bigs to start off, Galloway and Lee. So given that, must be really positive for you expecting to still be able to win the boards.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, they are not easy team to play against. You know, they got different kind of weapons. You know, they are switching. They go small lineups. Every guy can shoot the ball and spread the floor. So it's not easy. But you know, we found we were more patient today. You know, kind of executing. We were feeding Sam and Enga inside. We were able to find fouls and get to the line underneath after they were switching. And if that's something teams decide to do against us, we need to do that and punish inside if they want to switch constantly. And I think we were great. We still left some points on the line, but that was big key in this game.
I wanted to ask you, I think you popped the coach's challenge in 26 seconds. Is that the fastest one you've ever had?
Definitely, but Sam was so 100% sure that it went out from Cairns, and you have to trust your players, and sometimes they are wrong. Many times can happen, but at least this time he was right.
Yeah, and is it good to be able to, I suppose that sometimes there's different philosophies about how you use them. Sometimes coaches want to save them for a critical moment in the game. For you, was it just down to the fact that he was pretty adamant and correct, I suppose, in the end?
Yeah, I tell the guys you have to be, honest. You have to be 100% sure. I think both of my assistants were yelling, "No, no, no, Cop, no, no." But Sam was 100% sure, so we went for it, and it was, right decision in the end. But those are the small things, heat of the moment during the game. Sometimes you win those, sometimes not.
Izaiah, from your perspective, obviously a big night for you. Sam and Parker scoring-wise, good for you guys to kind of combine and pick your spots scoring-wise?
Yeah, definitely. We just came out, stayed aggressive. Sam had it going really early. I think I had like 3 at the half. Parker had like 5 or so at the half. But we just wanted to come out, keep attacking, keep putting who we felt like were their more vulnerable defenders in actions. And it just, we won points in the paint and just wanted to keep, staying aggressive.
Obviously, you had the double-digit lead coming into the fourth, and we're kind of out in front. And then Jack is, coming down and getting some big shot after big shot. What was kind of the mentality for you guys when he's, coming down? You guys are making shots, and then he's coming down and hitting big threes.
Yeah, don't just, don't get deflated. He's a really good player. He really knows how to play in this league. He gets to his spots. They know how to find him in good advantageous spots. So he's gonna do what he does. But we just had to try to make it tough for him. Be physical, and just don't hang our head. After every tough shot or every foul that he gets.
And we'll jump to Chris on Zoom.
Yeah, Brock, I'll stick with you. I know you've had some better scoring guys this season, but that felt like, especially in the second half, one of your best sort of all-round performance. Are you pretty happy with the way you played both ends tonight?
Yeah. I talked to Coach, a couple of days ago. He was just telling me how the team needs me to, really go in and grab more rebounds, just secure more on the defensive end, make sure I'm crashing on the offensive end, because I am athletic and I'm strong. So just, getting in there more and looking to snatch a couple more. So, happy about how I rebounded, and then, just, happy that I could come in the fourth, with like 5-6 minutes to go, and, just stayed aggressive. I just wanted to show that, they could trust me with the ball, when things start to get tight near the end. So, I was pretty happy with that, and then felt like I played solid on defense.
Must be nice to look down at that box score and see the plus 21 number next to your name too.
Definitely, yeah. So, that's all that matters. It's like, am I helping the team when I'm in.
Absolutely. You get a bit of a chance to freshen up now. A lot of your teammates go to play for the national team, but you get almost 2 weeks before you play again. After a pretty hectic start to your NBL career, you looking forward to some time off?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to some time off. Just regroup and get ready, to make this push, in the next part of the season. I feel like our group has been playing pretty well, even in our losses. I feel like we're just gelling better. We're getting better on defense and things like that. So we feel like we're not as far down as the standings would show. You see our scoring percentage is higher than a lot of the people down there. So it's just translating it to wins.
Yeah, another 102 points tonight as well. Cop, how important was it to be aggressive to attack the basket? I think Brock mentioned the points in the paint, but also I think it took 15 minutes before you got your first free throw, but then you ended up with 34 for the game. How important was it being aggressive?
No, really, really important, and especially like when the team starts switching constantly, many minutes. If you settle to take those jumpers all night long, it's gonna be a long night. And especially second half, like I said, we were more patient. We were, sharing the ball, looking high-low, feed the big guy, and then, in the end, we find solutions also outside. And we get to the free throw line. Last game in Perth, we lost that battle badly, and tonight we took care of the normal, like the boring stuff. I said we won the rebounds, and like I said, Brock, I agree also with Brock, how he says we are getting better. The group is gelling in, and the most difficult thing tonight was you have to adjust when you play Cairns, because how they play is something different, and the guys didn't get too many reps, or how we had to adjust to play our pick and roll defense is a little bit different against them with their gravity and how many shooters they have there. So it's, like I said, it's not easy, but we found a way to win and get to the free throw line, which was big against their switches.
It's funny how these things work, where 2 years in a row now going for the FIBA break, you've ended up having a win in Cairns. Obviously things didn't go to plan in the second half of the year last year, which you don't have to get into. But are you feeling pretty confident this time around that you're only just starting to build now, and after the break you'll be ready to really make a run?
Well, yeah, like Brock said, we are not too far away, and it comes down to the small details. Can we execute down the stretch? We know we can compete with these teams, and we just have to keep working, getting better, add small details, add more small details, and just keep working as a group. And there are tough teams in this league. We know that, but we go to compete and win every game and take the challenge, and we go from there. But like Brock said, it gives us confidence also. We are not that far away.
It's an interesting FIBA break for you, because you've got players and coaches both going to go and sort of represent their country, and then the second game for the Tall Blacks against the Boomers is on the Monday night, and then your first game back is Wednesday, so it's a very short turnaround. What are your plans now for the next 2 weeks, and how do you plan for it?
Yeah, like you said, half of the guys, not half, but many guys gonna go with the Tall Blacks, and we wish them good luck now in the locker room and go beat the Boomers. It's gonna, we're gonna be following and cheering for them, and rest of the group, few days off, and then we keep practicing, and again rest a little bit, and then we prepare against Sydney. But like you said, it's not easy preparation. Half of the group is away, but we can't lose our rhythm. We need to kind of keep practicing also and stay on it and get ready for Sydney. And we're gonna meet our group day before in we play also. It's a home game, but we play in Hamilton, so we're gonna meet the rest of the group there and go from there. So it's gonna be, let's say, short turnaround, but we know Sydney is a great team, how they play defense, one of the best defensive teams in this league with their physicality. So we need to get ready on that and enjoy the rest, enjoy the few days, and then get back to the gym and keep working.
Is that your first time getting to Hamilton?
Yes, yes. No, unfortunately, not yet, but looking forward to it. But at the same time, I have to say, in our job, you don't have time to see too much. Maybe airports, or we go with the bus a little bit. You see the city, and the gym. That's it, and then we go to the next thing. But I'm looking forward to it definitely, and I hope there are gonna be some local fans also to support us because we need all the support what we can get.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.